Hello and what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for the first round in the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup on Gran Turismo Sport. It is formerly known as the GR Supra GT Cup in the third season, so this one might have a series of a one-week race will be exclusively by Toyota models will be participating for this event. But this is going to be a pretty good excitement out there whenever we can probably take on with some different cars in a one-make category. We'll get started out to begin. The first round is going to be at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna, Seca for 18 laps, and we're going in to take the first one-make category will be selected. It's the GR Supra RC 2020 model. We'll be ready to go by having 2-point race entry will be available by the time. The registration is now open for Gran Turismo players and Toyota fans before participate to fill everything out. After you're finished, you're all set and ready to go by having an entry participation to be on the check mark, or having a free practice to be moving on to take the second and last point race entry. So before that, just go over to the race details and scroll down for having a required tires. We'll be doing a mandatory. We'll be having a sports hard compound. We'll be going in to be recommended. Just be a reminder, avoid a 1-minute penalty is going to be most important out there whenever we have to be strategize and take some good efforts out there whenever we can probably have a good chance of a clean race. So I'll be using with my brand new UDRS Sportec livery with my Total Drama Cell Rep in it will be selected for having a balance of performance regulations. We'll be going up onto the increase at 103% at the power. The weight will be staying at 100%, so that means it's all good, and get ready to do the first round. We'll be doing a successful opportunity. Before you enjoy watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the first round in the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup, and let's begin. Welcome to the first season of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup 2021 on Gran Turismo Sport. Looks like this is going to be the first round in Laguna Seca by using the GR Supra RC 2020. Right side drive is now taking in first place, and here's Big E 2004 759 in second place, followed by myself in third place for the brand new UDRS Sportec livery with my current Total Drama Cell Rep. Sergeant Koopa is now taking fourth place, and here's position number 5 is Sport Pro App 2 is now ready to go. Sixth place driver is K Photo 85 is now going in to take the best livery design he made. And here's Warrior 2077, Hot Rod in Flames. Mob of Midgets is now taking 8th place with a nice green and orange color livery. And here's White Man 00 is now taking 9th place to be at the ready. And here's Sea Dog Man Django is now going in to take 10th place. And here's the 11th place driver, Goku Black 604. Very good for the 420 Racing livery design he made. 12 Bolt Man is now going in to take position number 12. And here's Golden Goose 21 is now taking 13th place. Position number 14 is Tyrrick is now ready to go with his own livery design that he is going to be chosen. Liquito Jaja is now taking 15th place. And here's Can't Handle It 187 in 16th place. This is going to be quite very interesting for the same livery. And here's Kiki Wow in 17th place. 18th place driver is BBR Macho MT is about to be ready to go. And for the last place driver is Lobster Clicks. So I hope this is going to be quite doing good out there to be going right back in onto the first round. No longer to be in the GR Supra GT Cup, but this season is going to be much different. Will be exclusive to every Toyota models. We'll be going in for having the best time out there. So be prepared, you guys. 5 seconds, we'll be going in onto the red until hitting the green, and this will might have the good successful moment out there. Good luck out there, folks. The first round in the 2021 series Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup is going underway. This one might take a good strategy out there. We'll be going down to take turn 1, so take your time. And oh man, looks like this is going to get a little bit contact out there. Just take a little bit more exercise caution before going in onto turn 2. Big E is now taking the first driver. We'll be having a 0.5 second penalty. Just gonna go right in onto the inside. Oh man, looks like right side drive is now going down onto second place. That one might have Big E is now taking the lead. Goku Black 604 is going in to take fourth place by taking the struggle. That one might have three drivers. Will proceed forward to catch up onto the first place driver before moving on to take turn 4 to be going down. Just gonna have to go up the hill towards the corkscrew. This will might have everything for ourselves. That will might take turn 5. We'll be going slightly in to use the inside proper position. Oh boy, looks like this is not good for Big E by having a little bit more situation out there. Just gonna keep going, and this will might have the corkscrew to get ready. Take your concentration time and watch yourselves. This will might have a penalty. We'll be going in by having a danger close. Sector 3 will be proceed forward after leaving Sector 2. That will might go correctly to be reached up towards the final turn before moving on to take lap number 2. So take your strategies before we will get prepared, because the tires is about to be quite giving the effect of warn. We'll be going into the pits. There you go. Looks like Sport Pro F2 is now going in to take the lead. That will might have the fastest lap time for only 1 minute and 46.743 seconds. That one might have the second and third place driver is going in to take the most grueling battle ever yet. Oh man, looks like this is going to get a little bit hard problem out there for UDRS. Punting in by having a 0.5 second penalty for Whiteman 00 is now taking fourth place. Terroric is now taking the overtake by fifth place by UDRS after a short attempt recovery by having a small incident at turn 1. Man, this is going to get a little bit much harder out there to see. The handling is going to get much grip. We'll have to stay on track before we can probably have to stay much correctly. We'll have to be going in to see how the drivers can actually do it. But it takes 2-point race entries by having a single chance and a second chance. So this one might have the second entry. We'll be going for a much situation out there for having a second chance for every racer who really want to take that good segment. Will be doing much correctly to be quite given a good remarkable out there. Sport Pro F2 is now going to be taking the defense to be in first place. And for the UDRS is now taking 6th place to be currently from last season after the final round in the GR Supra GT Cup at Mount Panorama. It is going to be quite fantastic out there to see a returning driver will be taking on for a new set of the challenge to be in a different round. But it will have to take every circumstances to see how many drivers are still trying to keep up. Just going to keep going on to the final turn and moving on to take lap number 3. Goku Black 604. No wait, right side drive is now taking the update by having the most fastest lap in about 1 minute and 36.872 seconds. This is going to be quite good out there for the second place driver. Will have to keep up with his Toyota Supra. That will might take much circumstances to be on the focus to catch up onto Sport Pro F2 in first place. After taking turn 2, now going in at the turn 3. This will might go dived in. We'll have to stay on the handling line. We'll keep a good mobility out there before going in on to turn 4 at sector 2. Look at them go, you guys. This will might have a good look onto the course map at the top right. Gonna have to reach up onto turn 5. That will might take every more skills to see it out there. And especially for Goku Black 604 in third place is now going in to take the chase. Taking the defense is going to get a little bit ongoing out there, but watch yourselves. This part of the corner section is going to get a little bit risky without fail. Going back down onto the corkscrew, UDRS has to be very more careful from Big E 2004 759 incoming. Oh man, looks like this is going to be quite taking a little bit situation out there onto Big E 2004 759 is now trying to stay on track by having an attempt recovery. That one might have the opportunity for UDRS and Sportech. Will continue on to catch up onto the 5th place driver. Terroric is now going in at the final turn to take the straightaway before moving on to take lap number 4. Meanwhile, for the top 3 drivers, Sport Pro F2 is currently to be in the lead at turn 1, alongside with White Side Drive in 2nd place and Goku Black 604 in 3rd place. Turismo is now going to be going in onto the next turn at the first corner, and Big E's 2004 759 stole the thunder for UDRS by having the most advantage overtake ever yet. That is going to be quite very shocking, and almost barely had the chance to stay on the line correction to be in the first corner. Now leaving Sector 1, goes in onto Sector 2, and oh man, looks like this is going to get a little bit of contact out there. K-Photo 85 passes in by having a trade paint contact. Better make sure, try not to push opponents up the track. That would be an unfair moment. And wait, looks like this is going to be having 12 Volt Man is now going in to take 8th place. UDRS is having a little bit trouble timing out there to be racing at Laguna Seca. Take your time. This is going to be quite doing successful out there for having the first round for this year. It's going to get much challenging, will get harder and better. Goes down onto the corkscrew. We'll have to keep it concentrate to be on the exercise caution without having a penalty. Turn 7 to turn 8 is going to be on to Sector 3. Looks like this is going to be quite taking some braking points out there. Just be very vigilant for having the most successful race ever yet, folks. It goes on to take the final turn, and 12 Boatman is still tries to keep on the defense while UDRS in Sportec is going on the offense. Dropping down onto 9th place isn't an option for the United Defensive Reformation Surface before moving on to take lap number 5. It's going to get a little bit grueling out there to be going back onto turn 1. It's going to get a little bit harder. We'll take the chance to do the inside cornering. The handling is very much important, but that might take some concentration for doing a lot of practice before a new session like this one is going to get a lot of hard work we'll have to take. Moving on to Sector 2 by taking the last second. It's going in onto the ropes for Turismo in 7th place before 12 Boltman in 8th place before coming in at turn 4. This is going to get a little bit more gap distance to close in. Turismo has to be defended at all costs. Going past in onto turn 5 and now going in onto turn 6 and turn 7 at the corkscrew. Come on, I hope Turismo has to do it. Just gonna have to stay defense until 12 Boltman will have to keep on going by the offense. And oh man, late braking contact. This is gonna be quite taking a little bit closer out there. Almost barely had the chance. Almost barely had the chance after trying to demonstrate for doing a successful dominance to master the corkscrew. Distractions does not count out there for doing the first round. Is going to be a little bit embarrassing. Last season at the final round is going to be quite successful, but the difference is going to be quite compared that we might have a new livery is going to be taking some few hard works to be off the charts. But it goes on to take 9th place before moving on to take lap number 6 by having a chance. 3.3 seconds is going to get a little bit harder out there for UT. Oh man, it looks like this is going to get a little bit contact at turn 1, so just keep an eye out, folks. The replay really need this important before taking part of the highlights. Is going to be quite taking much harder, it looks. Now dived in onto turn 2 after leaving Sector 1 before going into Sector 2. Turismo drops down onto 8th place while 12 Volt Man is now taking 7th place. There you go. That's the ticket. That we might have a good chances to see how he can do it to be moving on to a different position. Taking a good look onto the top 3 drivers out there, folks. Right side drive is now in the lead after he overtakes Sport Pro F2 in 2nd place. Goku Black 604 is still in 3rd place. Everybody is still tries to catch up to the Canadian driver is currently onto the same position. Especially for the 4th place driver, will be having the opportunity. That might take some good cornering skills. Will have to be much endurance out there whenever it takes to be using with the sports hard compound tires. Will be the only insane part is going to get a little bit more endurance without taking a pit stop. Just keep an eye out, folks. Several drivers will be going in by the pits, and there's one over there. Big E 2004 759 is in. This might have a racing sport compound. Will be taking the first run before going in to take the hard compound. So no refuel will be required, so better have to keep an eye out before popping in by coming out the pits. Now goes on to lap number 7. Everything is going to be fine, and Turismo is still tries to keep holding in onto the handling. That one might take the resumed chase to catch up onto 12-volt man in 6th place. Different position is going to be reorganized, so watch out for turn 2. Just keep it slide and slow, and that one might have the important ways we'll have to keep a pressure to be saved. That's more like it. Stay on in sector 2 while the chase continues for the 7th place driver will be going in to take turn 4. I can also feel it. Turismo is slowing down by having a handling situation. Just going to close in about 0.5 seconds. Turn 5 is going clear now to turn 6 and 7 at the corkscrew. It's going to get a little bit harder out there. We'll be doing some early braking points. Turismo slowing down, followed by UDRS is doing the same. It goes down the hill before going back in onto sector 3. Brilliant strategy out there for me, folks. That one might have to stay on the opponent's edge, and that one might have Whiteman 00 is in the pits by having a racing soft compound tires. But wait, almost forgot about it. This is a sports soft tires by having a single guess. Well, maybe this is going to be good to have the differences for each specific tires is going to be quite going well. Only 10 more to go, and we are in the 8th lap. The battle rages on for Turismo and myself for doing the grueling battle for 6th place. Endurance is the only perfection for having the most strategy key. Let's see how the sports hard compound tires will have to keep it last longer until the final lap will come. There you go. That's the ticket. Put me in onto position number 6 before having a comeback. We'll be doing a few more positions to go by 5 remaining. That should probably have to do much brilliant strategy tips that will help out come in handy. So right now, this one might have a good eye check for the top 5 drivers is now going in to take the same position. 12-volt man is now in 5th place, followed by K-Photo 85 in 4th place, and Goku Black 604 is still in 3rd place. He's going in onto the pits by having a sports soft compound tires. We'll be switching in onto the sports hard compound to be selected to be going in from red to green. Going down the hill for taking the most opportunity for UDRS before moving on to take the next lap. So that one might have Goku Black 604 will be dropped down onto 5th place by having a little bit standby moment to be coming out in the pits. Turismo is moving on to take 6th place, followed by myself in 5th place. Can't Handle It 187 is now taking the hard compound tires to be going into the pits. But maybe the method is going to be quite taking some interchangeable, will be quite taking some suitable for every Gran Turismo players who really want to be in the top 3 position by having a good finish. It goes on to 5th place after taking turn 1. That one might have 12-volt man is now going in to take 4th place. K-Photo 85 is moving on to take 3rd place, and Sport Pro F2 is now currently on to 2nd place by the same. Right side drive is now going to be in onto 1st place ongoing. Look at them go, you guys. 4 drivers is going to be far separate. It's going to get a little bit much longer in about 35 seconds. In the 5th place position is going to be quite going nicely. It takes a while, but being patient is going to be much important by using the hard compound tires is going to get a little bit more sporty. We'll have to do the edge. Just take your time. Just going to have to go in onto the corkscrew. We'll have to take some few advantage skills without the penalty. That would be much suitable. We'll be taking exercise caution. Moving on to sector 3. Just keep going at it. That one might have the most grueling race ever of all time for the first round. one at a time. Just take the final turn, and that will might have Turek will be going into the pits. Only 8 more to go, and it looks like we have Goku Black 604 overtakes the current position before moving on to pit place. How brilliant for having a Canadian driver will be doing a comeback. This will might have a good spectacular livery by overtaking a UDRS Insport Tech team is now going down onto 6th place. Leaving Sector 1 before going in at Sector 2 after the 2nd corner before going in at the 3rd corner. But look at him go, you guys. He is chasing in for taking the 5th place for having a grueling battle to be on a slipstream chase. Meanwhile, White Man 00 is now currently in 7th place in a gap distance of 3.3 seconds. Still tries to catch up onto my current position before going in to take turn 5. Turn 6 and turn 7 at the corkscrew is going to get a little bit more risky by the same. That should probably have to go early braking. That's more like it. But hold on, looks like a penalty detected. 0.5 second to be effect on Goku Black 604. 12-volt man is now in the pits by using the Sports Soft compound tires. Will be going in to use the Sports Hard selected. That one might have the opportunity for Goku Black 604 to be moving on to take 4th place, and for the United Defensive Reformation Service will be moving on to take 5th place. 7 laps to go. This one might take lap number 11. Will be moving on. Just keep up the pace. This one might have a much important clean race. Will be doing struggle out there for every Gran Turismo players to be exclusive to be using in the Toyota GR Supra RC in the 2020 model. Well, it was a spectacular livery design that I just made it myself. Back from last year, it was also to be used as a horizon blue color that is going to be quite taking a lot of effort out there. Will be taking part in the final round. But not to worry, folks. Maybe this will might have a label as a lost episode in case that you have already seen or not. But man, taking a lot of hard work for doing some video editing is going to get a little bit more heavy development. We'll be doing some progress for my YouTube channel. But right now, I'm currently at 263 subscribers, but nothing changes before going up. We'll be having a much successful milestone. We'll be reaching up towards 1,000. So heads up, White Man 00 is coming in. Just gonna have to go early braking and taking some standard approach. Gonna have to avoid the collision. Just gonna have to go over to the corkscrew before moving on to Sector 3. This is gonna get a little bit more insane race out there without having a pit stop. Gonna have to keep it guarded. I know this is gonna... Oh man, it looks like White Man 00 passes me by doing a chance. I almost barely had that chance before going right on to 5th place before moving on to take lap number 12. And BBR_Macho MT is coming in. This is gonna be having enough gap distance in about 6.3 seconds. Take your time, you guys. I know I hope I could probably have to make it on time until the finish line will be arrived soon. I bet the mandatory tires is going to be quite going different to be in a one-make race. After taking turn 2, going in onto Sector 2 again to take the 3rd corner while catching up onto White Man 00 in 5th place. Goku Black 604 is going stronger to be in the same position at 4th place. K-Photo 85 is now going usual out there, and we have Sport Pro Eb 2 and Right Side Drive is now taking the pits by using the Sports Soft compound tires. We'll be going switched up onto the Sports Hard compound to be required. K-Photo 85 is going in to do the same. This one might have the 3rd and 1st place driver will be taking a required strategy by taking the mandatory without no refuel. It's getting a little bit closer by the last minute. I hope Goku Black 604 will be taking 1st place by the chance. He did it! Looks like one Canadian driver is in the lead, and that will might have Sport Pro Eb 2 is now in 2nd place. White Man 00 is in second place, and this will might have UDRS is now taking third place. What a standby comeback moment out there. But hold on, looks like this is going to be having a little bit changed position. That should probably have to do it. Put me in onto position number 5. That is going to be quite doing good out there. And wait, update notice. K-Photo 85 is going back in onto 4th place. White Man 00 is now taking 5th place, and for the United Defensive Reformation Service is going the same at position number 6. Right Side Drive is now going in to take the rightful spot to be in 1st place. Man, I cannot believe it how every driver who could probably have to take much mobility balance will have to stay on the handling edge before the top 3 drivers is now going in to be exit the pits. But still, this will might take anyone's race event. We'll be doing much perfection strategy. We'll have to take much endurance whenever they have to go faster to see who will become the first round of the GR Supra RC in this event. Just gonna have to keep going a little bit much further out there for doing my efforts to take the corkscrew. That should probably have to take that good respawn. No penalty detected before going in onto sector 3. And here comes Big E 2004 759 in about 2.3 seconds in the gap distance before he can probably have to overtake my position. That is going to get a little bit more risky out there for having a hard sports compound to be trying to stay in the half amount in 50% remaining. It's getting closer. Gonna have to take the 14 lap, only 4 more to go. Come on, I hope I can probably have to do it. Turn 1 could probably save my chance. The battle rages on after taking turn 1, and Big E 2004 759 is going in to catch up to my current position. Now that one might take turn 2 after leaving sector 1 before going in to take sector 2. Turn 3 will go dived in, we'll be doing smoothly in at the inside. But hang on, looks like Big E is still tries to push up onto its limits. Just gonna have to reach up onto turn 4. That should probably have to do it. That will might give a good flow technique for UDRS for having a good handling FR layout on the Toyota Supra. Stay strong in turn 5. That will might have the best inside cornering. We'll be doing perfection. That will might have to stay on the gap distance in about 1.5 seconds. That should probably have to do the right spot to do. Just take a little bit more slow time and going down at the corkscrew. Everything's clear, no penalty effect. That one might have to proceed forward onto turn 7 and turn 9. Turn 10 is going to going in onto the final turn. That one might have BBR_Macho MT is moving on to take 7th place after Big E 2004 759 just barely lose control after turn 5. That number 15 is going in for the top 5 drivers out there. That one might have right side drive is now staying on in 1st place for taking the most best glory to take the expert skills in the Toyota GR Supra RC in the 2020 model. That one might have everything for grueling struggle out there in the 2nd and 5th place driver in the far distance. Just gonna keep going on the line. BBR Macho MT is closing in onto my position. Gonna have to stay strong and defend it at all costs. The spectators are really love to see how UDRS will have to keep endure without going into the pits. That was going to be the most hardest strategy ever yet to be told. Just going to keep going at it after taking turn 4. Now goes in to aim turn 5. Absolute move, and now that we might have a safe clear. We'll be going in to be in the right direction. The top 5 drivers are now going in to take the same position in a far separate notice. That we might have everything must go before going in to take the final lap in about 3 remaining. But what's this? White Man 00 and Goku Black 604 is now going into the pits for the second time. Look at this, folks. They really need to have a tire change before moving on to take the next lap. We'll have to do much better to do the same, and that we might have UTRS will be going forward to take 4th place. I cannot believe it. 2 drivers are now going into the pits for the second time. That was an absolute move out there for having a most standby moment to be patient. That is going to be quite fantastic to see how UTRS is climbing up to take the top 3 position. We'll be going in about 18 seconds up ahead onto the gap distance. And BBR Macho MT is now moving on to take 5th place. That is going to be quite unexpected out there. This race will be having 1 pit stop only, but 2 times by having a little bit change of mind, by having a little bit management. Everybody is going for it for having the most finest race to be in the first round. UTRS is trying to do my best out there before taking turn 4 to be going up the hill at turn 5. And 0.7 seconds behind, BBR_Macho MT is now going in to pass to my current position. Just gonna have to keep going stronger. We'll be taking on the corkscrew. We'll be going in again. Hold the brake early. Take a little bit more gear switch onto the dirt. Perfection, and leaving sector 2 to go down onto sector 3. Fantastic, slow and steady move out there. That will might have a good correction to be seeing the apex. Pass on to the final turn. This will might get a good slow and steady before moving on to take the 17th lap. But wait, looks like BBR Macho MT is now catching up onto my position. UTRS has to be ready for the hardest defense ever yet before going in onto turn 1. This is going to get a little bit risky. Just take a little bit extra gap distance. We'll be going behind. That will might have to save it for the final lap. That will might have everything for the United Defensive Reformation Service. We'll stay in 4th place before BBR_Macho MT is going on the offense approach. Sector 2 will be going in at the 3rd corner. This is going to get a little bit tougher. Gonna have to go for a little blocking pace. He's going in onto the right side. Take turn 4 is going to be the only safe spot. Hold the phone. Looks like he's going in. He is actually going in. It's about to be taking side by side towards turn 5. This is going to get a little bit tough risk out there. And he's going in by the overtake. BBR Macho MT is going in, and that one might have the advantage for UTRS. Will be going in to do the same. Corkscrew will be coming forward to go down the hill. It's going to get a little bit more circumstances to be slow and steady. That one might take the good standby moment. That was a very good standby moment for seeing 2 drivers in the same GR Supra RC with some different liveries. That is going to be quite very fantastic out there to see how I can do it. Taking a hard compound sports tire is going to get a little bit much grueling to be on the endurance. So here we go, folks. The final lap is about to begin. Right side drive is now staying on in 1st place, and Sport Pro App 2 is now going in to catch up. That we might have a few gap distance to go, and that we might have K Photo 85 is now staying on in 3rd place. In about 26 seconds, UTRS is still tries to keep going at it. We'll have to be going down onto turn 1 before moving on to take turns 2 in sector 1. Sector 2 will be staying on track to be going in at the 3rd corner before taking the 4th turn. That will have everything to see for doing my best effort skills. We'll have to keep it nice and calm and taking a good slow effect. Handling and some more throttle onto the straightaway. We'll be doing much perfection is going to be the main key by using a good car for taking a lot of good skills to master it. Just going to keep a little bit slower out there. BBR Macho MT is now going on the inside. He's going for it. Looks like that one might have position number 6, and we have Goku Black 604. He's back for having another comeback moment out there for catching up. And oh man, looks like BBR Macho MT just barely lose control, and he's going right back onto track. That was going to be quite brilliant out there to see it. That was a brilliant comeback by having a penalty effect in 0.5 seconds, and we have a winner, folks. Right Side Drive takes the successful win in the first round in the 2021 series Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. What a fantastic race out there. I cannot believe it. This is going to be quite doing fantastic to see this race. It is quite going intense, but the handling is going to get much harder out there to take. So it looks like Can't Handle It 187 is now going in, and that one might have White Man 00 passes me by taking the contact at the final turn. K Photo 85 is finished in third place, followed by Sport Pro Rep 2 in second place. Everybody is going forward to take the finish line, and especially for myself in the United Defensive Reformation Service is taking position 7 by the finish. What in the most fantastic race to see how many drivers are still tries to keep climbing up onto the top 5 position. This is going to be quite grueling struggle out there. It looks like Can't Handle It 187 is finally finished in 5th place. Results confirmed, and that we might have the first round. We'll be doing a job well done. That was a hard work out there for taking the first round in a one-make race. But I cannot believe it, but it was struggle and fast-paced handling to see who will become the most proved successful in the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup for this year's season. So let's go and get some earnings summary to be well done. That was a fantastic race out there, ladies and gentlemen. Right Side Drive just really took a successful first place victory win in the first round by using the Toyota GR Supra RC 2020. But really, don't call me that kind of a rude name out there, BBR Macho MT. That was very rude and unaccepted. So maybe this one might have Right Side Drive is now taking a good successful win in the first round of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. The first round in this year in the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup for the Toyota GR Supra RC in the 2020 model, racing at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna, Seca, is going to be having a hard start. We'll be doing some suitable types of a tire compound strategy. We'll have to go pit or endurance. But maybe this is going to be quite doing a respectful way after the race is over by crossing the finish line. So just going to have to be much politely to be respectful ways. Insults does not count because that could be a rude comment because that will might make a Gran Turismo player to be upset. So have some common sense and try to be nice to every GT players out there in the first and second point race entry. As round 1 is finished, moving on in round 2 for the next race is going to be at Fuji International Speedway by using the Toyota GR Yaris 2020. Will be ready to go for another one-make race. Just like what we did in round 1 of the 2021 Exhibition Series Nations Cup, but this is going to be the second time we'll be going in for a different event. I'll make sure I'll put a replay instead. Thank you for tuning in on my video, folks. I hope you enjoy. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads to be turned on, and the links of the description down below if you really want to see more. You can check it out on Instagram, Deepnet Art, GT Planet, and other social media platforms if you really want to follow me. And don't forget to support my main project, Vision Total Drama, the next chapter of the Total Drama fan art to support the community. I'll be seeing you guys next time in the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup on Gran Turismo Sport, and I will see you later in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.